What's up, YouTube? This is the SmallTown Collectibles YouTube channel, and I'm Jimmy Don Kerr, and I'm joined today by my good friend Taylor Winder. Taylor, how you doing, brother?
I'm doing well, Jimmy. How you doing?
Doing good, man. Appreciate you coming on.
Oh.
I reached out to Taylor last week. I'd kind of come up with an idea, for maybe some content. And Taylor and I, when we did our interview, we realized two things, or I realized two things. One, Taylor and I probably don't agree on everything. All right. And two, we actually had pretty decent chemistry, Taylor. That was the biggest comment that I got from our interview was like, man, you and Taylor really had good chemistry.
We're like the old guys up in the booth of the Muppet Show.
We are. Yeah. And so I thought, okay. And I reached out to Taylor and he agreed. So today's topic is this. Was it a week or two ago, Taylor, Franchise Kicks did a video where he opened that Spider-Man booth V15 mystery box, and he trashed that Spider-Man booth.
Yeah, it's probably about a week ago, maybe a little longer now, but you can go find it. It's easy.
Yeah, and I'm gonna show it here, and just to kind of give a premise of what Taylor and I are talking about.
On Franchise TV, I have a $250 That Spider-Man Booth Superior V15 mystery box. You've already seen the first one on this channel, and it was a stinker. It was bad. It was bad. The value on it was bad. $250. I bought 3 of them. This is box number 2. Hopefully it gets better with this one. But I probably watched, honestly, a dozen YouTube videos. Other people who bought the Superior V15 boxes. And these boxes are just trash. I haven't seen anybody get anything out of, honestly, value yet. It's nothing but that Spider-Man booth, exclusive covers, 10 of those, maybe an art print, maybe not, and then a signed book by like Boss Logic or J. Scott Campbell. It's really bad. So these will probably honestly be my last Superior box that I'll be purchasing, just because it's a waste of money, honestly. That Spider-Man booth used to be such a good company to buy from, but not anymore.
So Taylor, that kind of gives you the gist of what Franchise was saying. And so my question to you is this. Do you agree with Clint?
No. I think Clint doesn't necessarily always agree with Clint. I think he knows what sells his videos and what gets him views. But that Spider-Man booth's a tricky demon. They do, their boxes are full of their own content, but you know that going in. If not, and you're spending $250 without knowing what you're getting, I mean, it's a mystery box. You're not going to know what you get. But if you don't get the general idea of what you're going to get out of that Spider-Man booth mystery box, and you're still dropping $250, you have $250 too much money. It's it's just you're going to get variants, and you're going to get some of that, and then you have a shot at really big prizes. And I know every that Spider-Man booth box that I've opened, and I've done probably about 10 of them now, so I'm not the biggest person to do it. And I started at V12. I know people have done it a lot longer than I have, but every one I've done, I've gotten very close to value on. Just according to eBay, most recently sold, and from my own experience on selling on eBay. You could turn around and sell these books if you time it right and everything, and at least get your money back. So whatever he's talking about, and I think he's purposely being cranky on it. I really do, but I could be wrong. So what do you think?
Well, when I watched it, my feelings are a little mixed. He has a point in one way, right? Here's the problem with him. I've seen that guy hit big books out of those boxes. I mean, I've seen him hit big books.
He's got multiple $1,000 books. Yeah.
Yeah. And so, you buy 3, I look at myself. So I probably spend about $500 a month with that Spider-Man booth. Okay. And, on Monday Mania or, Insta Monday, I generally buy after that, 7:30 or 7:30 Eastern time, so that you get into that big drawing at the end.
Yeah.
And most of the time, just so I can get free shipping, I end up buying 2 of the V2 boxes. Well,
go ahead.
But I've yet to hit anything. I've gotten close, been a number or 2 off. I've yet to hit anything on it. And then the actual V15, I started on V4. I think V13 was the first one that I bought.
Yeah.
And I have gotten close, like the first one, the 250. I've yet to hit a slab or anything. I'm just getting the basic covers. I've yet to hit anything. So, like in one sense, I've gotten to the point with those boxes, like the V15, I wouldn't buy it until I got that app code. Gotcha. And I paid $187 for the box.
Yeah.
The V16 box, I bought one, but I got a code where I got the box for $197. I have a hard time paying the $250, knowing that it's going to be close if I get my value back. Now, you're going to get some dope books and some cool stuff, but the thing with that Spider-Man booth is if I wait, they'll go buy one, get one free, or buy one, and I can get exactly the covers I want. So I feel like he's got a point. Now, I feel like he was a little harsh, but at the same time, I feel like he's got a point.
Sort of. When you say that he's hit some big books, he's hit some very big books, and he doesn't ever mention that. And that's the part that drives me a little bananas. And he's not the only YouTuber that does it. Like trash that company, like that Spider booth specifically, and say you don't get your money's worth. Okay, it is a raffle ticket, basically, is what you're buying, and you also get you get close to your value in books, better than some other big ones. And as far as the bigger companies go, that Spider-Man booth has like probably the top 1 or 2 prize chances that I've seen, or chances of hitting a very big prize. Now I've hit a few. I've never hit on the mystery box, the 2.0 boxes, the littler ones. I've not ever gotten a grand prize off of those, but I did hit in a couple different superior boxes. That does make a difference, obviously, value-wise. But the first 7 or 8, I really did just hit the basic boxes. And those, if you're smart about it and you are diligent, you can make your money back. And I don't, when he's saying, they're like, if you watch his video, he's like, this is a $10 book, this is a $10 book. He doesn't know what half those books are, and he'll admit it. And he doesn't like go back and edit later to say, oh no, this really is a $30 book. Right. There's some in there where like he's just playing for the camera, and I get it. I get why he does that, and I get anger gets views. Like if you're always happy with your books, you're not gonna get views all the time unless it's just. And I know. I mean, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe he's genuinely that mad at it, but he's like, this is my last that Spider-Man booth box. 2 weeks later, I got 3 more V's. The next round, he just keeps doing it, and I find that to be disingenuous. And that kind of recycling of negativity drives me a little bit nuts. When he clearly has one more than he's put into it, and he clearly has hit enough to pay for everything in the future, and that bugs me. So that drives me a little bit nuts about it. So.
Well, and I don't disagree. I don't disagree with your premise, like as far as what you're saying, because I've seen that cat hit some big books. I mean, even the box that he opened on that particular video, he hit a slab.
Yeah, I think if it's the right video, he had assigned floor 6 by Don Kerr, which is probably about a $150 book. He's like, at the end, he's like, that's a $50 book, and so he manipulates it, knowing that he can rile up his base too. Not that. Never mind. We're not doing that.
We won't go into the political.
No. I'm just but he's got his fan base and he knows what he's doing with it. So,
one last point. So, as far as like my experience, I've yet to stop buying the boxes. Like I said, on the big box, I have to get the coupon code or I won't buy it. I'm going to stop paying $250 because it at least lessens my risk somewhat. Because I think you're right in saying that. If you time it right, and maybe even if you send the books off, you're going to end up with more money in it if you send them off and get them graded. The books generally come. I saw a comment, I think, in that post where it said, well, they usually come and you can't, they're torn or they're the worst of the worst. And I haven't seen that.
I have not either. And I've bought boxes from other companies where that's the issue, but never at that Spider-Man booth. Also, that Spider-Man booth has some of the best customer service that I've come across in a bigger company. I did buy one box of other things from them, and the books were all dinged up. And I messaged JPG on Instagram, and within hours, he had a new one sent out to me. And I'm like, do you want me to send the other ones back? He's like, no, donate them to a kid's book shelter or something. So, they try. I've been on the receiving end of like their good customer service with things. So I may be biased, and I know I probably am a little bit because if you've been watching my channel lately, I have had pretty good luck with them, and I have hit a couple big prizes. But even before that, I didn't really trash that Spider-Man booth. It's just, I don't think they deserve it. There's companies that I do think do not give you value unless you hit a grand prize, and that drives me a little bit nuts. But I do think with that Spider-Man booth, if you piecemeal it out and you're diligent, you can usually at least make your money back, and it takes work. And this newest box that they have coming out, I bought 3 of them. I bought 2 at a discount and 1 at full price. And because I bought them at different times, I didn't have enough money to do it all at once. And what Franchise Kicks or Franchise TV and a lot of the other channels don't tell you is every order number, if they're different, gives you 1 more lottery chance at the end of the month when they do a big thing to get another multiple $1,000 book. And so I wanted different order numbers because that gives you 3 more shots at winning something big. And I've seen Cliff win in that regard too. Even if his other boxes are, as he puts, absolute garbage, I saw him hit a $2,000 book at the end of it all. So it's like,
right. And that's the point. At the end of the day, I think anybody that's buying a mystery box, you got to know what you're getting into. But the thing that Spider-Man booth does is even on Monday, every order number ever, you get a shot every single Monday.
Yeah.
And then if you buy after 7 between that time frame, for me it's 7:30 Eastern Standard Time. If you buy in that, then you're put into essentially a raffle for a big book that night. And if you ever hit one of those, you can get your money back pretty quick. And then if you're lucky enough to actually hit one inside of the V boxes or hit the smaller box too, because that's the one thing. Like for me, I know what I'm getting, and like I said, I do a lot of it for content, but at the end of the day, the books are cool. So, there's 1,000 Venom variants. That's not just that Spider-Man booth. Everybody's done that with that particular Venom run of cases. You know what you're getting, but at least you have a legit shot every week, multiple times a week to hit something big.
You do.
And if you can hit that, then you're going to make your money back almost instantly.
Yeah. I mean, it is like playing the lottery.
It is.
As far as I know, I think they sell about 300 of the $250 boxes of the superior boxes, right? And if you watch their videos, I think their prizes have gotten better. So maybe that means their content of the basic boxes might have downgraded a little bit to compensate. I'm not sure, but they show you about 10 different grand prizes. So you got about, I don't know, the odds are 1 in 30, right? No, 1 in 100. Yeah, about. So I'm just hitting a really big grand prize, and that's not awful. And then on top of that, you have the other stuff. So it is a gamble. I mean, they're all a gamble. Every mystery box is a gamble, and you've put together boxes, and so have I. And you know how hard it is to put together them on a small scale.
Yes.
So on a big scale, you're not going to please everybody.
No, you're not. And that's at the end of the day, that's the thing, is you're not going to please everybody. And I think you and I probably ultimately agree. Like, I felt like Clint had a point as far as if you're the everyday buyer like myself who's never hit anything, and you're dropping $500 a month at that Spider-Man booth, you might get frustrated.
Sure.
But at the end of the day, I think what that Spider-Man booth does so well is give you that opportunity multiple times, and their prizes are big. And from what I've been told about JPG, about where he came from and how he built that business and to become as successful as they've become, I got mad respect for that. Yeah.
And some of the giveaway prizes can be better than the prizes in the box, or if you order at the right time. Then Mondays are Monday. Now he's also expanded to Wednesdays and some Fridays where you can win some pretty big books, and this is not me flexing. I don't have the book in hand yet, but on Monday, right before New Year's, I won a signed Star Wars #1 that was signed by Stan Lee and a bunch of other people. So that wasn't even the grand prize from the box. That was just in this 45-minute chunk, you have a chance to win a giveaway, and I hit the big giveaway. I mean, it's a crazy book. It's one of my grails. Star Wars #1. I grew up on Star Wars, but you just have to know what you're in for, and you have to know you're going to get multiple copies. If you also watch my New Year's video, I opened 20 boxes of their 2.0, their smaller ones, and I got 7 different copies of Captain Marvel #18. So if anybody needs a Captain Marvel #18, hit me up. But So I did. There is a balance and stuff, but Clint is playing a game, and I'm standing by that. And he can come and prove me wrong. I'll happily talk to you about my channel, Clint, or on this channel. We can have a redo of this conversation. But I don't buy it, and it just rings false to me, and that drives me. That's the part that drives me nuts. So
yeah, I agree, and I think at the end of the day, I think we probably agree that Clint's got a huge YouTube channel, you know, and he obviously knows what he's doing, and he's got two of them. I mean, that are both big channels, and then that Spider-Man booth is doing their thing too. So I thought it would make for an interesting conversation. I saw that, and I hit Taylor up, and I was like, "What do you think? Let's talk about this." So I think at the end of the day, we agree. Know what you're getting into.
Yes, yeah, and honestly, like Jimmy and I, we'll happily talk to you about it. So hit us up on our socials, and we can. I'm not going to tell you like they're perfect by any means. Like, if you really, this is a little bit of a tangent, but I think if you really want to get like your bang for the buck mystery box, buy from a small Instagrammer that other people in the community can like point you in the direction of, because I think then you're really going to get somebody that cares about the boxes. You're going to get some like fun books. There's a more of a chance the boxes are tailored to you. Get it tailored? Yeah. But yeah, but you're not going to get a chance at like a $4,000 book. You make it a $400 book, and so it depends on how you want to do it. But if you really want to guarantee getting like your money's worth, hit up somebody smaller in the community. So
yeah, absolutely. All right, so Taylor, I think that probably does it for us. So guys, if you're watching, I'll put Taylor's info down in the description. But in the comments, let us know what you think. Based on this discussion, I'm interested to know if you think that Spider-Man booth is worth it. Did Clint have a point? Do you think, Clint's full of it and is just doing, what he's doing for his channel and pushing the negativity? Yeah, let us know. I mean, I'm interested to see, and if we get a good response from this will probably be something that maybe Taylor and I take topics in the comic book community, and then we'll do a real quick video and kind of debate it and see what we think.
Yeah, and if we please do it. Feel free to drop other topics down in the comments, and if you think we're full of crap, let us know. And we'll happily we can have a follow-up conversation. This is all about like just engaging with the community, and our opinions are obviously our own, and we might, like Jimmy and I probably will end up agreeing on some things sometimes.
We will,
as long as we stick to comics. This is just part of like we really want this to be like a evolving conversation with the community, I think, and so help us evolve.
Well said. So, guys, again, leave the comments below. I'll leave Taylor's info down in the comment or down in the description along with mine. But let us know what you think, and we will come back and discuss it again if you guys want us to. All right. Guys, thank you so much for watching. Go subscribe to Taylor's channel and my channel here at SmallTown Collectibles. Turn that notification bell on so that you know when either one of us put out new content. And we'll see you next time.
And don't be a dick.